What it do, what it do, what it do.
What it do, Dukes?
Rob Dread's intro. What it do, Dukes?
I didn't know what to do, but so I just did it.
Yeah.
Improvise, baby. Improvise. King of it.
When you don't arrive on scene with a plan, you just improvise.
My
Freestyle.
whole life has been a freestyle.
And look how it turned out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, look how it came out.
So here we are for another episode of Red and Tera Review, and this time we have a tune I came across the other day. Haven't had a chance to listen to it, so we may as well do it here. That's what it's all about. So it's Method Man. I think they must be doing an album together or something. So Method Man and Nas, featuring Jadakiss, Immortal Technique, and Rugged Man.
Ooh.
So
that's a lot of good names there in that old track. Will it be a disappointment, when you get all these dope rappers together and then you just
sometimes
make
it doesn't hit? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't hit. But it was just when I was checking for it there, I seen there was a couple of Method Man and Nas tunes had popped up quite recently enough.
Mr. Myth.
There's another one there featuring Jadakiss and Nino, man. Yeah, they must have done something. Anyway, so new Method Man, because we were only talking about me and Red, probably off air. I'm not sure if it was on one of the other videos. We were just saying
if they two are doing an album together, they should have a track called, or should call the album Everybody's Top 5, Everybody's Top 10.
Without a doubt.
Because Met will be in everyone's top 10 and Nas will be in everyone's
top 5, without a doubt. That was literally what I said to you the other day. I was like, Method Man, he's just timeless. Yeah. You can hear a verse he done back in the 90s and you hear the verse now. And it's the same flow, the same energy. You see him in the video, he's the same style, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like, he would have murdered that.
He's ageless.
He would have murdered that Nas beat that Marlon Craft just done.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I mean? Like, so,
I'd say he's probably on Sway. I'm sure we could find a Sway one anyway. But
he is. He has a deadly one. With the good.
I remember he done one with was it with Redman? He went in with, but it was when Joe Budden had a shot at him saying that he wasn't top 50 or something like that, or like he'd fell off, and he went in there with Redman. And he was dropping bars. He was like just to prove it. Like, but like, what the fuck does Method Man have to prove to anyone? Like,
I think he has one where he's on his own and he just does this rap. Like, it's actually a verse I've heard him do a couple of times. But it's a deadly verse, and he's just like,
it doesn't matter.
Proper,
like, he's one of those rappers that's like repetitive in his terminologies. Like, you'll hear iron lung, you'll say that like all the time. Like Tupac would with certain things, you know what I mean? He always go back to the well with certain things, and like to rhyme with stuff. And the one iron lung, and it just sounds deadly every time. Yeah. I don't care how many times I've heard it.
yeah.
But
he's just a cool bastard as well. Like.
So, we're setting ourselves up for complete fucking disappointment here. But anyway, we'll jump into it. So here we have Nas, Method Man, Jadakiss, Immortal. By the way, Jadakiss.
Top 10 as well.
Still the Don. Anyway, we jump into it.
All you see already? Is crooks. About to go in, son. Immortal technique. Good looking on the beat. Forever P. American. Look. Killer bees back in the building with machine in them. We creaming them. My pockets of dirty money and clean again. Ain't got to tell you I'm dope. Just stick the needle in. The deuce is all play big enough to fit the eagle in. Just the seasoning. Why ask why? I has my reasons and my birds don't need no seasoning. Method D in this evening. Now ask yourself, is that really air that you breathing in? I think outside the box that I find a box I can keep them in. Or just leave it in. Like a bouncer won't let your people in. People said they want that old map. What is the prequel then? I get medieval. Some people won't make the prequel then. Leave them in the fetal position. F it, I'm leaving it. I use the system, you cowards use euphemisms. Women call me super daddy, my powers is supervision. Who gave you permission to speak? To learn you listen, learn to listen to a different MC. You learn the difference in addition if you're missing MC. Sign this petition, get a fraction of that faction subtracted by my division. I'm a boss, so that means I make decisions / killing. I will kill an MC to make a living. Yeah, call me super daddy, my powers is supervision. Who? Supervision, supervision. Who?
Be casting raps, you get your back snapped in half and 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Throw your squad up. Cigar guts, all up in the club, putting squad up.
There's a new housing plan for the ghetto eventually. Project for a new American century.
Hold on, yeah.
I can't get comfortable when I'm lying down.
Doing something. Right, just sit down, my man. Anyway, yeah. So met the man there. What do you think?
Yeah, dope flow. A few nice little zingers in there. Yeah, but that's the same. Met the man's flow is timeless. Like it's just
the
beat's so good. The beat's so good, man.
Few nice little drops. It actually went on longer than we expected, which I kind of enjoyed.
Yeah, I can't think of the finish. It's somebody to jump in or something, and then he just kept going. Like, and then
was that the hook though? Was that kind of the hook at the end?
Yeah, the super.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Wasn't mad on that now. I wasn't sure if it was just like a bridge or a drop or something like. Didn't really.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because who do we trust? Unless more technique is doing the hook now.
Alright, want to hear tech. Anyway, yeah, drop back a bit. All right.
But yeah, Method Man was dope. Looking at it so far, not disappointed anyway.
Just the beat, the visuals are deadly as well. I just want to go in on that. I love the masks and all that sort of stuff. Like they didn't go over the top with it. They didn't underdo it. You know what I mean? It's just the nice,
quick and easy as well.
Yeah.
Quick and easy. Just a few little.
Yeah,
try the mask on there, shoot it in this angle. Boom, that's a shot. Happy days. Throw that in.
Jump back in, yeah.
Throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Throw your squad up. Cigar guts all up in the club, putting squad up. There's a new housing plan for the ghetto eventually. Project for a new American century. False flag terrorism controlling you mentally. The gospel in the hands of people with no empathy. A mixture of dangerous social chemistry between law enforcement and a military entity. Cameras on the corner of every corner you facing. Testing out a future Gestapo on immigration. Power, consolidation, information restrictive. Just like the iron law of oligarchy predicted. Incarcerating the poor among the drug addicted. But not the families of the ruling class that's afflicted. Cause it's a fucking caste system like corrupted Hinduism. I think you should listen. I've been through the system in prison. I've been through religion. Carried the cross as a Christian. Like it was anti-disestablishmentarianism. Until the seeds of despotism arrested my vision. Lyricism with cynicism and syllogisms. Until they Pedro Albizu su campos and kill me in prison. Chemtrail conditions. Stem cells of Leo Strauss's philosophy. The birth of neocon policy. But I laugh at America's fear of a new world order controlling the hemisphere. Cause my people been living that for the past 500 years.
Intelligence, understanding.
I love tech. The stuff about the caste system and all, like, brilliant. Knowledge. But Max, like, how was he never bigger? I know he was independent now back in the day.
That's why he could have been, but he just independent and is fucking doing better than us. You know what I mean? Like, he's very well, and fair play to him. Like, he's again sticking to it, because again, he can't really. That's the thing. You couldn't really do what his type of message and kind of sell out to a label either.
Yeah,
to be a capitalist corporate, you know what I mean? Fucking corporate, fucking
capitalist corporate immigration.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you can't.
And he's such a cool dude as well. Like, I remember meeting him over here, and he was very, very humble, down to earth. Wasn't up his own arse or anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, dope. Right, who's next?
I hope Rugged Man is a fucking
supervision. Who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half a second.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
The faction.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Squad up. Cigar guts all up in the club, putting squad up.
Caterpillar metamorphosis to bigger nigga. Lantern in his hand, headless horseman to the rhythm. Been successful for so long, I can no longer feel it. Taking finger pricking, mob initiating members. I'm far beyond the dime, my title ain't even listed. Federales listen, only hear me chewing, sipping. Dancing with a doll, prom night with Cinderella. Then we dipping a Ferrari flying, time selling. Vocals on Tony Bennett, I'm only in it to later see people I taught tell me, yo, we did it. I led a revolution in the world of tech and music. Free the homie, did his time and paid the restitution. Time go quick, better have all your goals set. You getting yours or just hanging on like an old dick. I can talk about money, we ain't the same, son. It's just different when you came from where I came from.
Yeah, it's me again. This thing up.
Oh man, we stopped there for Nas. So, what do you think?
Yeah, brief, but again, Nas is Nas
It's
is
a
Nas.
different. It was a different type of style from him as well, wasn't it? He kind of done the stoppy starty flow on it. He's just a Don, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you can just kind of just go up and just throw off 12 bars, and because it's
Yeah.
Nas and he's again his cadence and his delivery and all is so smooth, and like he's so confident that you just kind of it just sounds good, regardless if he's not throwing mad bars or whatever.
Mm.
But yeah. So again, so far,
Right, I'm expecting Jadakiss to fucking murder this now.
yeah.
Just take it back. Take it back.
About money, we ain't the same, son. It's just different when you came from where I came from.
Yeah, it's me again. This thing of ours you will probably never see again. But for the growth, it's the oath we're believing in. Locks, Postra, Nostra, yeah, it's 3 of them. Lucci and him. I'm a nigga they can't stand no. More work, more ammo. Gambino in a Lambo. Pull me for a situation you can't handle. More caskets, more murals, more candles. True poet, Audemars, he blow it. Ever I know, I'd rather die for you know. High profile, this shit sells. Call Mary Richmond and tell him pick 12. Cause we never sing, we on the better things. Pride is nothing, integrity is everything. Yeah, if you broke, how you giving advice? Me and my niggas, we just living the life. Yeah.
Call me Super Daddy.
Pride is nothing, integrity is everything.
Yeah,
He's just
always
the
drops them
ultimate
little
Don.
gems he does, isn't he? Yeah, he drops
he's-
them little gems in his
Yeah.
his verses, like
He's just the coolest, the fucking, the gulliest, and all them things rolled into one, isn't he? Like,
yeah.
just hear the and you know,
Yeah,
it's
not his best verse, but
nah, but it's just
yeah.
again, I love because like to get all these fucking guys together, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No,
And
I
it's
understand
a
the
mix from
schedules
the-
and shit, like so.
But not even that. It's a mix from like Nas is one of the best ever. Method Man is one of the best longevities ever at all levels. You know what I mean? And he done everything from gully to fucking pop to whatever. And then Rugged Man and Immortal Technique, 2 of the biggest underground artists in America from that
Yeah.
era, and to get them all together, you know what I mean? Jadakiss thrown on top, like just.
Yeah, because Jada has been around while the Wu-Tang and Nas were big
Well,
as
like
well.
Jadakiss has been there from Jenny on the Block to Biggie to, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
now, you know, but like it's not like Technique and Rugged Man are new school, you know, fucking whatever. They're old school underground legends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they're all from that era, but they were in different lanes, and just to hear them all molded together, like, right. So who's last?
My powers is supervision. Who? Supervision. Supervision. Who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Supervision. Throw your squad up. Supervision. Throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
I actually have to say, I'm enjoying that hook more as it's gone on.
Oh, you know,
Makes
the
more
hook is dope. I like
Yeah,
the hook.
it just it wasn't like it didn't break up. It didn't break up enough between Method Man's verse and his hook at the start for me to really get what it was. But yeah, sorry anyway.
You know, I've been liking it. And like,
Squad up. Cigar guts all up in the club, putting squad up.
Whistleblower, men are afraid to label the dreaded traitor. Executive legislator trying to suppress your behavior. Intelligence interrogator, collecting metadata. Condemning the messenger and censoring the educator. CIA feeding propaganda to the television. In the next edition, the pundits preach it in repetition. Loyal to the monarchy, hereditary or elected. A royal family and a president selected.
Secret society. The secret oath.
Supervision. Supervision. Who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
Impose restraints against your will.
Throw your squad up. Supervision. Throw your squad.
Would seem to be, yeah. I'm actually a bit disappointed. Rugged Man there, he didn't get enough. Looked like he was about to let loose, and then he was reined in.
he's probably just thrown on. Like, look
Yeah,
at what the
yeah.
hell jump on it. Like,
There's 10
no,
bars.
saying
for you.
that, in fairness, like,
Yeah.
take it. You're on a track with fucking Nas, Method Man, Jadakiss, and fucking.
He definitely
Immortal
looked like
Technique.
the weird white conspiracy theorist guy that had popped out of the fucking dustbins or something with a satellite attached to his tinfoil hat.
It's like, is it not the Immortal Technique show? Going here, have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Who the white dude? But yeah, all in all, dope.
Yeah, don't track. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's quite old school vibey, which I like. It's my era. So yeah, big fan. Kind of brings you back a little bit. Beat is fucking dope.
Beat was sick, yeah.
And I think Method Man's probably the best on it. To be perfectly honest,
Method Man and I like Techniques versus as well.
More Techniques was pretty good as well. But like More Technique obviously had better lyrics than Method Man, but just, I think Method Man's just flow, cadence, delivery, just swag or whatever you want to call it. It's just so good to listen. And when you give Method Man a beat like that or a beat that suits him,
yeah,
he just kind of owns it. So yeah, no, yeah, and hopefully they're doing an album, and you can check that out as well.
All right, we'll let you have it, folks. Go and check that tune out yourselves to hear it in its entirety, and we'll catch you on the next one.